All right, so welcome again. So this game, a bit of mixed feeling. Yeah, a bit of mixed feeling. I'm being honest. It's a bit of mixed feeling. But honestly, I believe that. I honestly believe that. I honestly believe that it could have went anyway. It could have the game itself could have went in any direction. It was a bit of chaos, kind of a chaotic game. Yeah, uh, some mixed feelings, a lot of those type of things. But in all aspect, I believe that we could have gotten something from this game, but we didn't. We didn't, and the time will come where we might see this 1 point as something positive or as something that we could have definitely gotten out of the way. But in all aspect, it goes to show that we could have gotten something from the game. I'm just glad that we could have gotten something from the game. But let me run through some of it. So this is a preview, people. Jamaica won, Costa Rica won, Costa Rica won, Jamaica won. Pretty much good. Big up Barnett for coming in. We should have won. Yes, you get that feeling that we could have won the game. You get that feeling that we could have won the game, but we didn't. But let's run through the game. Let's run through the stats and then identify a few players that stood out in the game in all aspects. So that's what I'm going to do here, people. As I said, mixed feelings, definitely mixed feelings, and I'm not sure if I'm on the bad side or I'm on the good side, but I'm totally okay with 1 point. But I believe that at this point we should have at least been on 4 points based off how the table has now been situated. So let's look at the team. We start off with a 4-2-3-1 formation. In the early part of the game, you could have seen that there was a big gap in the middle of the pitch. But in all aspects, we go through that. Let me run through the stats. First of all, I'm going to give you the first half stats. I'm going to give you the first half stats, in which we didn't have much control over the game. In the first half, we were literally sit back and trying to counter the normal, the normal how we play. Shots were equivalent, 7-7, and they had 4 shots on target. We had 4 off target. They had 3 off target. We had 3 block. Now, they created 1 big chance. We got a few opportunities to score, but guess what? Finishing is still our Achilles heel. It is still our Achilles heel. So I'm going to look at an overall aspect of the game. They had 14 shots. We had 11. They had 7 on target. We only had 2. Now, we created 2 big chances. Now, I've come to the realization that we're not finishing our chances. We must take our chances. We must finish our chances. And I expect that it's not expect, we have to do a lot better than how we're doing. So, according to Sofa Scores here, these are the player ratings. Andre Blake, stellar performance, I would say, good performance. Kemar Lawrence coming away with an assist. Damian Lowe, a bit rash, someone every now and then in his tackles, but another good performance from Damian Lowe. Once made a very, very unnecessary tackle at the edge of the 18, but he did put in a solid performance. I can see that he's playing with an injury. I'm not sure if anyone know of that. Good performance from Adrian Mariappa, quite quiet. I thought that he should have been a lot better at the back post. Maybe a bit of miscommunication between Mariappa and Kemar Lawrence when we conceded that goal. But I think that we need to just a bit more communication. Alvas Paul on the right back, pretty much, I would say a solid game. One of the better game Alvas Paul have played in a long while. In the midfield, speedy, look good. To keep the ball moving, keep the ball ticking. You could see from minute 1 that he was up for the game. Anthony Grant, I'm quite impressed. Really, really impressed. He sat in that hole. He keep the game tight. He keep the shape. You guys know that I'm always someone who's always arguing about the shape of the team. He kept the shape. He sit in that hole and he kept the shape of the team. Yes, you could see that he got jaded in the latter stages of the game based off the amount of workload that he was doing and trying to cover. But he did put in a good performance. Corberg, this guy run his leg into the ground. 3 back-to-back games, 3 games of hard running. I tell you, I'm impressed with how his work rate. Very, very high intelligent work rate from Coerberg, and I commend you. No, he came off at the right time. He was getting heated. Possibly could have gotten another card, but we'll see how that one goes. Tariq McGee. Now, this young man is a connector. This young man is a connector. We have a lot of ball progressors, but he's one of the players who is a connector. He links the midfield with the attacking line. He links the defense with the midfield. He's a very, very good connector. Technical base player. Yes, every now and then you could see this defensive inabilities and incapabilities, but on the ball you can see definitely what he does. Very, very technical player. Skillful. When he touch the ball, graceful touches off the ball. A very good player. And I can tell you that this young man has a long way to go. Needs more time to be at the right level that he should be. You could see I'm really surprised why he's not getting more game time, because as I said, he's a connector. He's someone who can connect the midfield and also the attacking lineup. So totally one to look out for. Junior Flemings. Junior Flemings. When you're supposed to be selfish, bro, you got the opportunity. When you're supposed to be selfish, you're not. And when you're not, you want to be selfish. But another good performance from Junior Flemings. All aspect. Shaman Nicholson, another goal. Last person to score at Costa Rica Stadium was Onandilo. I think it's a 20-year run. The last person to score them was Onandilo. That is Damien Lowe. Father, that's 20 years now. Which Shaman Nicholson has now registered that record and put himself on the list. Now he's literally our informed striker for the Gold Cup period. Man of the match, you can't look past Shaman Nicholson. He scored a goal. Yes, he got another opportunity. Giovanni's as well. Come on, Giovanni's. Guys, we need to be finishing those chances. We need to be finishing those chances. We can't get those chances and not put them away. We can't get those chances and not put them away. But definitely, let's run through some player ratings. Andre Blake, for me, I'm giving him a 7.5. He got an 8 here. 7.5. I'm giving him an 8. He made a point blank save. 8. You deserve an 8. You know what? 8 is the highest score. 8 is the highest score. 7.5 for Andre Blake. Alva Spoil, giving him a 7. Adrian Mariappa, also 6.5 for Mariappa. Quite silent. As I said, both Mariappa and Taxi could have done something a lot better with the goal. Taxi Lawrence, yes, he got an 8.1 here, but for me, maybe his stats stacks up really, really good. You could see that in those areas, Anthony Grant had to be living in that defensive area for Kemar Taxi Lawrence. You need to know when to go forward, bro. You need to work on that, because when you do go forward and you're incapable of getting back, Anthony Grant had to shift out of the midfield, cover that half space, in which it is his duty, but quite not so often, because that means that he will give away his duties to assist with yours. So Kemar Tax Lawrence, I'll give him a 7.5. In the midfield, Speedy, 7.5 as well. Solid performance. Really, really solid performance. Anthony Grant, a 7.5 as well. Up front, Coerberg, he ran his legs into the ground. I'm giving Coerberg a 7. Tariq McGee, really, really impressed with his performance. As I said, a connective player. 7.5 for Tariq McGee. Junior Flemings, giving Junior Flemings 7. I'll give him a 7. And then up front, Shaman Nicholson, for the goal, you must get a 7.5, despite you missing another opportunity. Players who come on, Lamar Walker, he utilized the channel. You could see that he came on with some instruction. Blair Turgot did came on and try his best. I won't rate these players, but I'm just going to give you guys overall. Giovanni's, you got an opportunity. Lamar Walker, as I said, run the channel. Javon Watson, my word. Javon Watson belly is bigger than mine, people. I cannot believe. But he came out there and he stood in the channel for Anthony Grant. So you have to pay respect for that. But work on your fitness, bro. You cannot be a professional. You cannot be playing for my national team and your tummy is just as big as mine. That's not always good. I can't accept that. Romario Williams, it wasn't on long enough for me to definitely give him a significant rating. So, as I said, people, mixed feelings for this game. Positives and also negatives, but mixed feelings for this game. I think we should have gotten something from this game. Honestly, we got the opportunity. The players missed their chances. I'm going to give that. Tapper, ratings for Tapper. Remember, 8 is the maximum. I'm giving Tapper 6.5. Let's look at the positive for this one. In the second half, we saw a change. The substitutions was the right substitution. I cannot contest him for this one. The substitution was the right substitution at the right time. Definitely, I would totally agree with that. Never too late, never too early, at the right time. Then now, you could have seen a bit more game management. What was actually in the first half was not working in the second. It was not working, so you could see switch it up a bit in the second half, moving to double pivot, allowing Tariq Magee to come back a bit more deeper to support and help assist with the midfield. So you could see he did give some instructions. So definitely, I am going okay. I am really, really okay with that. The players, I would say the players literally disappoint, letting down a bit. But in the same sense, everyone knows my stance. But I have to give him some respect. When he do good, I have to give him that credit. So 6.5, 741 point. We'll see. In between. But I have to give him credit for that. I would want to win. Definitely want to win. But that's how it is. People, this is my review, my preview. And definitely, I did enjoy that. Thank you all who come into the watch along. And definitely all those who come onto the panel. Really enjoy that one, people. Massive. Please enjoy the rest of your night. Reggae Boyz 1, Costa Rica 1, Jamaica 1, Costa Rica 1. For me, Magee looked really, really good. Standout performance. Magee and Anthony Grant, really, really standout performance. And the reason why I'm highlighting Magee is because of what he brought to the team. He brought something that we didn't have, that connectivity. Maybe it's the reason why. Maybe it could be that because he had Anthony Grant as a defensive support, he got the freedom. He got the freedom to roam and do what he do best. People, please remember, smash the like button and also subscribe if you've never subscribed as yet. Military Guna TV, people. And this has been a good one. Enjoy the rest of your day, people, and the rest of your night. And I am out.